Hi everybody, this is Oleg with Oregon Preparedness. Welcome. Lovely day here today in Northwest. Sun is trying to shine. Warm, I can't believe it's 49 degrees. And it is 13th of December. And it's Friday the 13th. Bad combo, supposedly. Well, that combo doesn't seem to affect the weather, at least. So that's good news. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about relationships and romance today versus in SHTF. As we all know, today to meet somebody is really easy. There is lots of places to meet people. There is bars and clubs, the typical ones. There is social gatherings. There is churches. There is social media. There is all kinds of apps, Snapchat, all kinds of stuff. There is a website, dating websites. There is just no end how you can meet people. Statistically speaking, every 8th couple in the United States have met online. I just found this out. Interesting fact. And with all that, with all the social media and everything, people still get together, get divorced. Divorce rate is higher than ever. People get married for the wrong reasons, and if they don't get married, they stay together still for the wrong reasons. And so that brings the question, how is it gonna be during SHTF? And I'm not talking about some temporary event that's gonna last a few weeks or a few months. I'm talking about something more serious, something that would last for a year or more. In your typical situation, nobody really needs each other except for the company, pretty much. Everybody is independent. Everybody, unless you just don't want to work, everybody have jobs. From that perspective, most people don't need each other unless you're just lazy, or unless you're a gold digger and you find a rich man, then you have different motives, or a rich woman. I guess you could be a male gold digger too. So in SHTF, how is it gonna be? What are the things that we need to watch out for? And in my opinion, things will change. Things will change a lot, because when it comes to survival, I'm not saying that women cannot survive. Of course they can, and some of them do, and some of them survive quite well. But in general, as a whole, men usually possess more survival skills than women. Even simple tasks like build a fire, or put firewood in your stove. You need to cut that firewood, you need to split it. And I'm not saying that women cannot do that, of course they can, but number one, they would get tired faster and easily compared to men. And again, I'm talking about majority. I'm not talking about certain super women. And there's of course worthless men who don't even know how to hold an axe. But I'm talking about, just majority of men and women. Men typically go out hunting and fishing, trapping, whatnot. So, in my opinion, in the SHTF scenario, obviously men will have more skills to survive which means women will try to be with them, especially if you're a single man. If you already have a family, you just take care of your family and that's all. If you are a single man, there's always single women of all ages, and they will try to flock closer to you for survival purposes. Everybody wants to eat, everybody wants to stay warm, everybody needs protection, even when it comes to stuff like guns. Of course many women shoot guns, but I'm pretty sure more men shoot guns than women do. And speaking of gun, if you have one, if situation arises, then to protect yourself, you need to be willing to pull the trigger. Of course, I'm not promoting pulling the trigger. This should be the last reserve, absolute last. If there is nothing else, if it's your life or someone else's and you have a gun, you need to be able to do that, because if you don't, the person who's trying to attack you will just take that gun out of your hands and probably kill you with that. So anyway, we got sidetracked a little bit. So obviously in a survival situation, women will try to get closer to you if you're a single man. Probably even if you're a married man or have a girlfriend, I bet some of them will try to get closer, just for a simple reason to survive, to make their life easier, And other kind of women, like for example prostitutes, they don't know how to do anything. They have no skills except for satisfying somebody. They have usually no education. All their life they try to get easy buck. What are they gonna do? They're gonna offer their services for exchange for food or shelter, or dancers in the strip clubs. In Portland, Oregon, for example, there is lots of strip clubs. Portland is famous for being a strip club capital of the United States. I think in Portland there is more strip clubs per capita than anywhere in the nation. I think Las Vegas is number 2. So you can imagine, they're everywhere over there. And each strip club has 20, 30 dancers. And I would say there's probably 150 strip clubs in Portland, maybe 200. There's a lot of them. Every major street has strip clubs. They're just everywhere. So that's another thousands of women who are not used to earning their money, who are used to just getting their money just for showing off their goodies. And they're not used to working. Usually most of them don't have education. Some of them do, actually. When I was driving a cab, I have met some strippers that actually had college degrees, but they found easier way to make money, so at least they have backup plan. All of us should have backup plan, regardless what you do, whether you're man or woman, it just doesn't matter what you do, you have to have backup plan. So anyway, there will be lots of women without profession, without skill, but they still gonna wanna eat and have shelter and protection. So for all you guys who are single, you need to be ready. You need to be ready for an attack of women in your life after crap hits the fan, because they will use all their skill to get close to you for all those aforementioned things. And it's not gonna be fun, you know. Right now, if you're single, that's what you wish for women to just follow you, you know, attacking you from every direction. Not gonna be so in SHTF scenario. And you know, when supplies will be limited, food supplies, clothes supplies, anything, heat supplies, wood, firewood, you're gonna think twice about if you want that romance, you know. You're gonna think twice about what kind of disease you could possibly get for that moments of fun, what you could get as a reward. After a few minutes of fun, you could get some STD. Because as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, you know, right now there's lots of diseases. But right now we have also hospitals and clinics where you can go and get some help. After the event, after some serious event, that help probably won't be available, or available in very limited supply. And you need to be really careful, because no one's gonna help you then if you get some STD. If you get STD during SHTF, you're gonna be screwed. No one's gonna help you, pretty much. You will be left on your own. So again, if you're gonna do it with anybody, make sure you use common protection, and just be careful who you would do it with to begin with. Plus, you will think twice if your food supply, if it's even worth trading in for a few minutes of fun. Because some time will go by and that food supply you might need, or your kids, or your parents. So I just wanted to make this video, you know, some food for thought. You know, if dating and romance is gonna be worth it after the SHTF scenario. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you have any ideas, any thoughts, how it's gonna be. If you like the video, please like, please share, and definitely please subscribe to my channel. It'll help it grow. You know, I'll have more interesting content on this channel, and you guys can help me with that, you know, by leaving your comments. Because, you know, I have many ideas, but everybody have different ideas and different perspectives. So there is no end to it, you know. It doesn't matter. It can be 100 different perspectives. They all can be and will be different. And we can all learn from each other what we would do in certain scenarios. So I'll leave it at that. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe and stay prepared. And think about what you would do if you're single after SHTF. Number one, be careful and use your head. This one first. Take care. We'll see you in the next upload.